All right. So we had a major breakdown in the system. Only right, right?
Oh.
So,
Well, we don't have anybody back yet. It's just us. Just me and you.
hmm. And
And all of our questions are wrong.
all the questions are wrong. And the thing that I would use to look for the questions is right there. So we have to improvise yet
We
again.
gonna improvise.
All right. So here we go. Where did we leave off at? We can
Well,
skip
I guess we got to
past.
start over because couldn't nobody hear us.
Oh, when we were talking about body types, but we can skip that one and go to the next one because we
Oh
have a lot.
goodness.
Okay, on Married at First Sight, one of the wives called her husband by the wrong name while they were drinking. They have only been married or and known each other after a month. He flips out and locks her out the apartment. Is it okay to lock your mate out the house? So, is it okay to lock your mate out the house?
I don't think so, but I definitely don't think so for that. That was dumb. Like they were on the rooftop bar. I really want to go back to the body type conversation.
Hmm.
Um they were on the rooftop bar. I mean the roof whatever up there with other couples. And he made it seem like she called him like an ex's name or something. If it was
What
like
what did what name did she call him?
his name is Jose and she called him Johnny,
Who's Johnny?
another contestant, like another person on the show. So
And you don't see a problem with that?
your sister calls you Roderick a lot.
Okay.
And she also calls Roderick Donald a lot. Do I think she should get locked out the house for that? No.
No. Difference is it's still family. So if I called you Deja, which I
Mm-hmm.
do, it's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But if I called you,
If me, you, Neff, and a bunch of people were out and you were trying to say Julia, but you were like Neff, I wouldn't be mad at that. Like the person's in the room. It's not like you had a girlfriend named Bonquisha
was
and
the
one
guy in
day
the
you
room?
got yeah. But he tried to make it seem like it was an ex or something. Like he was just looking for a reason to have an attitude, really. It seemed like to me. And then
So
he locked the
are you
door.
belittling his feelings?
No, no. He locked the door. He didn't make sure she was in the house. She didn't have her phone. He locked the door and turned off all the lights. That is ridiculous. Like, why are you doing all that?
Okay. So
So she don't even have a way to call to say, can you let me in?
cool. So what I would say in this situation is one, they don't know how to be married. They don't even know how to be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really go by anything in the show because it's a show. They
Yeah.
do it for dramatic effect,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You have to bring it more in into real life. Um, I don't think in real life a guy or a girl that has been dating for a significant amount of time and then have been engaged for a significant amount of time and then went and got married would have that same reaction. So I think that if you called me by another person's name, we're here, we're secure in where we are, it would just roll off our back. So it's a different situation. It's kind of hard to answer or to identify with something like that.
Mm.
And when you're in a traditional marriage.
I guess I just thought it was petty. To me, it was just really petty. Because
Mm-hmm.
then, like, at what point? I know some people who make we make it more realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some spouses tell their spouse to sleep on the sofa. What do you think would happen if I told you to sleep on the sofa?
If you told me to sleep on the sofa, it depends on what I did. If I there's been times where I've done something, and if you say, "Yo, I think you should sleep on the sofa tonight," I probably will sleep on the sofa. I probably would. Like if we were arguing and you were like, "I think you should sleep on the sofa tonight," I probably would. But
I
so
do not believe that.
with you and I, if we have an issue and we feel like one of us should sleep on the sofa, we usually sleep on the sofa. So if I feel like I don't want to sleep in the bed with you, I'm not going to say I think you need to sleep on the sofa. I would just take my stuff and a blanket and go sleep on the sofa. And so would you. You wouldn't ask me not to sleep because the person that's asking is the person with the issue. So if I'm cool and I'm coming to bed and you have an attitude, why would I then need to sleep on the couch? If you have the attitude, take yourself to the couch.
No, because when you have an attitude, you tuck.
I tuck. I don't ask you to tuck.
You tuck yourself right on over.
Yeah, I do. I tuck. If I don't want to be touched or bothered by you, I tuck. I don't ask you then to tuck.
No, but I'm sure that we know people who ask their mate to sleep on the sofa when they're upset or something like that. And that's probably more realistic than the name situation. But even those I just know, I think you and I have had that argument I think we've had that argument before, and you were like, I'm not sleeping nowhere else.
Yeah, no.
I've slept on the sofa though.
But that's what you wanted to do. I'm not even gonna say that's what you wanted to do. That was your choice to sleep on the couch. Nobody said, yo, you need to sleep on the couch. Or, like in movies and TV shows, I
think even when I do sleep when I have slept on the sofa, I think you get an attitude. I think you get more of an attitude that I did it.
That you slept on the couch? Yeah. Because I'm telling you, the person that is asking, that would be asking, is that person with the attitude. You're the one that's upset. You're the one butthurt. So when I see, like, when you watch a sitcom or a movie, somebody in the relationship will do something, and when they come in the house, the pillow and the blankets will be on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm that dude that will walk in that room butt naked and get in the bed because I'm like, I'm sleeping on
the bed that you pay for.
Yeah, on the bed that I pay for.
Yeah, well, I just think that's silly. But I know that I've slept in other rooms, and you have not been too fond of that.
Yeah, because I don't let.
Because I don't do it.
Yeah, like I don't let things get like that. Like
what?
If nothing's gonna come between that. Like, even if we argue,
nothing's gonna come between the razzle dazzle or the cuddling.
The razzle dazzle. But I'll tuck
after.
Yeah.
Or before.
Whenever I feel the need to tuck, I'll tuck. Or make my little TP. I just need, because sometimes when it's not you, when you're not the issue and the other person is clearly the issue, and it goes both ways. I'm not just saying it's always you. I'm saying when the other person is clearly the issue, what?
Don't keep going.
When the other person is clearly the issue and they have irked you to the point of no return, don't then try to be all cute with me.
You do that?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't want you to be upset and I don't want you to be mad.
Oh. You did it last night.
Last night?
Yep. You came upstairs looking for something, or y'all was down here watching the fight. You came upstairs for what you
First of all, it wasn't me, homie. It was you.
What wasn't you? I didn't come up there to bother you. I was up there by myself.
I know you were up there. I came up there to get something.
Yeah, you started bothering me.
No, I came up there to get something, and I got what I needed to get. You were watching TV, and I said a quick hello, and then I left back out the room to come back down.
No.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm telling you what happened. So I left back out the room. I came back downstairs. When I came back up 5 minutes later, you had put your stuff away, turned the TV off, and rolled and faced the wall.
That's not what I'm talking about. You said the one that somebody be trying to bother the other person when they're upset, and you say, yes, I do that when you're upset too. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when I got in the bed, that's what I did because
but
you
before you even got in the bed, when
you never turned the TV off. The simple fact that you had turned the TV off and
I didn't want to be bothered with you.
That's my point. Thank you.
You're saying two different things.
You were the one. I didn't have an attitude. You had an attitude. You tucked and rolled and faced the other way.
I did.
I came up into the room. And
as soon as you got a towel to get in the shower, I said, "Oh no, this monkey ain't going to bother me." I
got in the shower. I knew what it was.
Yeah, I'm
when
going to bed.
When I seen the TV off,
no,
I said, "Okay."
Because you came upstairs.
She rolling and tucking.
You came upstairs while you were down here watching the thing, and you came in and you were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh no, he didn't piss me off," and now he will come up here.
You see, read what Dan said. Can you see it? You got your glasses on? Can you see that? Yeah, I just want you to read it. What he said. Yep.
But how about you and Daniel talking? I don't say nothing.
No, this is he just wants you to let me get what I was saying out.
Let me know when I'm allowed to speak. Then.
See. There you go. I knew it. I knew it. So, did you have anything else you wanted to add to this lovely topic?
Am I allowed to talk? No.
Okay, so on to the next topic. The next topic is, what does accountability look like in a relationship? Accountability. So some of the people that chimed in during the week, Charmaine said, taking ownership of your individual faults, mistakes, or miscommunications, and reactions, consequences to those errors. Saying my bad, I should, or I could have, or I apologize without pointing fingers. So with this, it also ties into this other thing that you put up that said, a woman apologized to me yesterday, which proves the
apocalypse.
Apocalypse is upon us, and we don't have much time left. Smoke them if you got them. Burn. They're going to burn this thing down anyway. So, is it true that women are more hesitant to apologize than men? Is there any truth to that in the accountability?
Keith with his she accountability, I accountability together, we have accountability, is a hot mess.
What is this one?
Tammy trying to tell me to fix my face, but she left the E off my name.
So, who's it? Sheila, they need to learn to listen. Who needs to learn it? Who's that? Who is
men?
That? I listen to you. I hear what you're saying.
Rob, what did you miss? You missed our regular setup, apparently sounding like a vibrator that wouldn't turn off, and we had to shut everything down and start over again. So we are now rigged up on an iPad and sitting in catty corner positions to try to still give y'all a show. God. Yes, Tammy, I knew exactly what you were saying because
So stay on topic. So we were talking about the apology, because I have noticed in the 20 years that we have, unless I ask for it, you don't offer, and you don't say I apologize.
That's not true. That's not true. You want somebody you want someone to grovel, and
I don't want nobody to grovel.
And I'm not groveling.
I've never wanted anybody to grovel. Never have I wanted anybody to grovel. An apology is an apology. And unless I say, yo, can I get an apology? You don't give apologies.
That's not true.
Okay. Can you give me a time where you apologize for something?
I apologized 5 minutes ago when we were trying to fix the sound, and you had a little attitude, and I said, okay, I'm sorry, and went right back. Like, If in order for it to be an apology to you, the way you want it to accept it, it has to be, Don, I apologize for everything that I did wrong in this situation because I was so wrong. Like a soap opera. Like, dude, you don't apologize to me the way you want me to apologize to you. So it appears as if you want me to grovel, and I don't like that.
Okay, so I don't even remember you saying anything.
Yeah, I know
like
you don't.
Because I don't even. I'm not going to say it didn't happen. I don't remember hearing you say that. You said it was 5 minutes ago. Don't remember you ever saying that. But no, an apology is a sincere apology is a sincere apology. But if you're going to be phony and fake and say, I'm sorry, like, no, that's not an apology.
But if somebody apologizes and they're saying to you, I apologize for blah, 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 and then you keep bringing the subject up again and again and again, like, well, you didn't apologize and you didn't, like, that's unnecessary.
But if you did,
because if you did, if the person is saying, I apologize, I am sorry for XYZ, and you're like, well, no, you didn't apologize when I wanted you to apologize. You didn't apologize right away. Like, that just makes it worse. What's the point?
When has that happened? That's never happened. I mean, yes, in that case, what you're saying, I can see what you're saying in that case, but that has never happened with you and I. But if you're talking about a television show that you watched, yes, I get that.
I'm talking about real life. But if you want to sit here and let people think that that's what you're saying is true, then we can keep moving.
Julia, in what situation did that ever happen?
It has happened.
Okay, if it's happened, what?
And when have, since you want a pinpoint date, time, and
I don't want it. See, okay. There you go. I don't. So I'm not asking you for a pinpoint day or time. I'm just saying in the conversation of whatever you're talking about, you don't remember what it was, because I don't remember what you're talking about.
I've apologized several times for several different things, so I don't know what example you would like me to give. I don't remember the last apology.
All right. Well, I guess we can agree to disagree, because I don't ever remember you apologizing without me first prompting you to be like, okay.
I don't think you apologize as fast as you think you do.
I'm not talking about speed. I'm talking about I don't ever remember you apologizing. That's all I'm saying.
You don't remember in 22 years of knowing me, you don't remember me ever apologizing.
Off your own volition.
You don't remember me ever apologizing on my own. That sounds batshit crazy. And the fact that you believe that is batshit crazy.
But you remember.
I know I've apologized to you without you prompting me to apologize. But like I said, I also feel like you want me to grovel and beg you to forgive me for things.
Have you ever done that?
Apologize. No, because I'm not doing it.
Okay, so if you've never done it, how can you say you've never done it and we've never had that conversation?
We've had that conversation. What are you talking about?
We've had the conversation where I said I want you to beg and grovel.
No, we've never had the conversation where you want me to beg and grovel, but we've had conversations where I say to you, I've apologized numerous times. What more do you want? Well, you didn't say it. That, like, you'll go into this whole big thing about when I didn't do it or how I didn't do it. And it's just unnecessary to me. Like, if someone apologizes,
you can cut the tension with a butter knife.
He's talking about us.
I know. Who did you think I thought he was talking about?
I don't understand why that. Whatever. Go ahead.
You don't understand what?
Nothing. I've apologized. You don't want to say, if you want to believe that in 22 years of me knowing you that I've never apologized on my own, then you have the right to believe whatever nonsense you want.
Ditto.
I can say the same thing about you. If we just making up statements, I can say the same thing. You've never apologized on your own.
If that's what you want. But see, the difference is, if that's what you want to say and that's how you feel, then that's what you
I mean, if we're going to sit here and lie, I can do that too.
And to me, I'm not lying, though.
Okay.
You can't just call me a liar and don't have any proof to prove that I'm lying.
So why would you continue a relationship with someone who you believe has never apologized in 22 years for anything that they've done wrong?
Because it's not a breaking point for me. It's not. I know you're sorry by your actions. You're not someone that comes off and just jumps and says, you know what, I was wrong. I apologize for my actions. You don't do that. So, and I don't know any women that do that. That's what the whole post was saying. So if that was the case and people didn't be with people weren't with people that didn't apologize, then it would be a lot more single people out here. But that's not the case. I accept you for your faults, and you are not one to accept responsibility for the things that you do.
Rob, shut up. We don't need a producer to call cut. Hush up. This is real life. It's real life. This is what it is. It ain't always gonna be pretty.
Well, I apologize to you guys out there for if any of this made you feel uncomfortable. I apologize.
What am I apologizing for?
Exactly.
There's no need to apologize for having a discussion. It's a relationship show. Why wouldn't?
But I'm saying if the audience feels,
if y'all are uncomfortable, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm on the list of the hardest people to talk to. Sorry. I apologize. There you go.
There you go. You just did it. And I will sit here on live and say,
I'm so sorry that y'all
I heard you say I apologize.
I'm sorry that y'all are uncomfortable. And
see, no, you can't. You can't. But see, now you can't do that. That you just never mind.
I should be fake. Okay.
You just proved my point, though.
Let me know when I'm allowed to speak.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, what about the accountability part?
I don't have a problem with accountability, I don't think.
You right, you don't.
I know you think I do. Just like I think you do. It's something we can both
What is accountability to you?
I think accountability is being honest on both ends, not just blaming the other person, and being honest about the things that you have done or are doing, whether that is, even if it don't have anything to do with a disagreement or an argument. If you say I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and you forget to do it, because I forget things a lot. Like I do. I forget things all the time because I have too much stuff going on. I have too much stuff on my plate. So I forget things. If I say, dang, my bad. That was my bad. Like when we were supposed to go to eat August 21st. I apologize to you on August 21st. We were supposed to go eat at 1:00, whatever it was. And I still was doing hair. I said, my bad. Can we change the time? You might not have liked my apology. You might not have liked it. But again, that's why I say I feel like you want me to grovel because you don't like my apology.
Do you remember the argument in the car was about you never apologized?
I did apologize. That's the thing. That's why I had to think back to when it was.
Time to move on.
August 21st. You didn't like my apology because you wanted me to.
I had to ask you for it.
You didn't have to ask me for it. I did.
That's what the argument. Okay. All right.
So accountability is being accountable for the things that you do right and the things that you do wrong. Mm-hmm. And if you can do that, then good. Everybody should be able to. Everybody is not able to. And everybody's not able to accept it when someone else is being accountable. Anything you would like to say?
About accountability? Yeah. Okay. To me, accountability is knowing your weaknesses and acknowledging your weaknesses and accepting your weaknesses. And when you fall short, you acknowledge that you fell short of something. That's accountability to me. And taking responsibility for your shortcoming. Mm-hmm. That is that's accountability to me. But
at what point do you, like, how is that supposed to be done? How are you supposed to do that? Are you supposed to break down every single thing that you thought was incorrect that you did, or what you think the other person thinks you did wrong?
No, whatever the person thinks you did wrong. Whatever the other person thinks you did wrong. Mm-hmm. Because in your mind, you're going to think you did it right. So if someone else is coming to you and saying, hey, I don't think you did this quite right or whatever, you reflect and you say, you know what? You may have some truth to what you're saying. I'm accountable for my actions. I'm going to take responsibility for my actions.
Andre.
What?
I always eat the flats.
Yes. So you eat the flats, I eat the drumsticks. Mm-hmm.
I think accountability is an area where we both struggle. I think apologizing is an area where we both struggle. I don't think it's a women thing. I know men think that it's a woman thing, but I think women think it's a man thing. I think women think men don't apologize as often as they should too. I think it goes both ways. Y'all don't have to agree, but I think it goes both ways.
Accountability is owning your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying.
I agree.
You
I
know
don't
what?
agree with that, Keith. It's definitely not a woman thing. I think there are tons of men that don't apologize for the things that they do.
Do I apologize? Did you say I apologize?
You apologize sometimes. You don't apologize for everything. You ain't apologize yesterday when you said F my show. You ain't apologize then. And I didn't say nothing
F
to you
your
about
show.
it. When you pissed me off yesterday, last night in this living room. When Jerry was asleep. Yeah, you ain't apologize for that, and I didn't say nothing to you about you apologizing either. And I don't
What
want
was
it
there
now.
to apologize for? People, if you and your friends are in your living room and you're watching television and your significant other comes in the room and says, I don't want to watch this. Can we watch the show that I was watching before I went to the supermarket? And you say, F no. Why would I need to apologize to you?
Because you ain't need to say F my show. When you said, I said, okay, no problem. I said, okay, no problem.
We was about to watch the fight, and you wanted to watch On My Block.
The fight wasn't coming on for hours.
The fight came on
the fight wasn't coming on for hours when we had that
the
conversation.
Preliminary fights.
You didn't say you wanted to watch the preliminary fight. You wanted to watch Seinfeld.
We were watching Seinfeld until the fight, the undercards came on at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. You didn't say that. You were watching Seinfeld.
Why do I need to say that?
You're watching Seinfeld, which we
okay, but why do I need to tell you what I'm going to watch if you're not here when I come into the room to turn the TV on? If I'm turning the TV on, my friend is here, we're sitting here, we're expecting more people to come. I now need to explain to you what I'm watching on television, and we need to compromise. I compromised with the person who was here when we turned the TV on. You weren't here. You weren't even in the house. Did you apologize for coming in and starting an argument?
Asking you to change the channel?
No, that's not how that happened.
So for full context, Don asked for a self-care day, right? He asked for a self-care day by himself for me to not plan anything for him, to include him in anything, or to bother him because he wanted to be alone for his self-care day. Cool, no problem. So I planned my whole day of what I wanted to do, of what I had planned to do. A lot of things that were on this list of things to do did not get done. However, some of the things did.
Would y'all have married each other if y'all was the same skin color? I would have.
Yeah. He stuck with me. Like, we gonna argue, but it's fine. He'd be all right. So self-care day was supposed to start at 8 o'clock because I had to braid hair. So Don was self-care time had started, right? By 12 o'clock, 4 hours. His self-care day apparently was over because he was calling me, trying to manipulate me to change the plans because he was bored.
Was I trying to manipulate you, or did I?
The person that was sitting here said, I'm only going by what the client that was sitting here said you did. I wasn't not using my opinion or interpretation. I am telling you what the person who heard you talking on the phone said. You braid. No, I don't. I used to braid Don's hair. I used to do Don's hair when he had hair up here. I don't touch his beard hair. She said that she was like, oh, he trying to manipulate you into what he want now because he bored. I didn't say it.
But in full honesty, did I say that to you on the phone? Did I say, hey,
you said I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Can we do something now?
Tonight.
You said, can we do something now?
No, I didn't. I said, can we do something tonight? I knew you were doing hair. I wasn't going to say stop doing the lady's hair that you was doing. I said, can we do something tonight?
Yes, Dre. Don had hair when you had red hair.
When I said, can we do something later? And you said you had all these things to do, and that I asked for a self-care day with no kids. When I asked you if you would like to do something,
and you said,
wait, I'll let you talk. I didn't interrupt you. 2 hours later, you left out of here and left me here with the kid. But it was a self-care day. But because
that's
it
not how it fully
but
went.
but that's how it went.
That's not how it fully went.
Babe.
That's
babe,
not how it fully went.
Babe. Did you leave here with the kid? Did you say, hey, get in the car?
I told her to come. I said,
Did you?
Imani,
No,
Imani, we're going to the store.
Uh-huh.
She said, what store? I said, I have to go to the hair store. I have to drop something off at Miss Jen's house, and I need to go pick up food. She said, I don't want to go. Can I go with Dad? I said, you need to ask your dad because Dad said he's having a self-care day. She asked you.
But why would you put it back?
She asked you, and you said, okay.
And you left.
You said, okay. What was I supposed to? No, Imani, no. Don't ask Dad. Don't go with him. Don't ask Dad anything. He's a ghost. He's invisible. Don't ask Dad. Is that what I should have done?
You should have.
You know what? Next time I will. Imani, since she just walked into the room, next time Dad's having a self-care day, you cannot go to the store with Dad.
Why?
Because Dad doesn't want you to. Dad wants his alone time.
Yes, Andre, y'all can. Y'all can.
Yeah, we gonna come to. We gonna start traveling to people's houses and start doing.
You know, this show goes on
a show. You know, once we can buy, we got to buy a new cord. So for all the people who are late, the show was messed up. The cord, it seems as though our cord is, I don't know, somehow destroyed. So we have to get a new cord. But the plan is to travel to other people's homes at some point in time and start interviewing other couples about different things. Did y'all don't get tired of hearing us and our shit all the time?
Okay, can I finish my statement?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I was going to get myself something to eat. I came downstairs. Your car was gone.
I apologize for letting Imani go with you.
Wow, that was great. That was big of you. That was big of you. I appreciate that. I notice your effort, and I'm telling you, I appreciate you. High five.
I don't want to.
Okay. So that was that. Took the baby with me. We went and got some food. We came back. We ate the said food. I went upstairs. Monty came and got me later and said, hey, Uncle Jervis downstairs on the couch.
Now.
Can I finish?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Uncle Jervis downstairs on the couch. I came downstairs. I had forgot that Jerv had called me and said that he wanted to watch the fight. When I came downstairs, he was ready. He had laid the chair back. I said, all right, cool. Turn the TV on. I said, bro, are we ordering the fight or are we streaming the fight? He said, we're going to stream the fight. But we got to wait until 8 o'clock to stream it. I said, all right, we got an hour and a half. What do you want to do for an hour and a half? He said, yo, I mean, what, Netflix got Seinfeld now. I said, my man, that's my show. Let's watch. So me and Jerv turned it on. He fell asleep. I was continuing to watch. You walk in the house, you come in, you watch a half an episode and said, I don't want to watch this no more. Can we watch On My Block? And I said, F no. I'm not watching On My Block. It's not a show that I watch. I'm sitting here watching TV. But you then followed up with, all right, I don't want to watch this show. Can we watch Ghost or whatever the show is? And I said, all right, cool. I'll compromise with that. I'll turn that on. And that's what I did. How are you upset because I compromised with you?
I'm upset that you cussed at me.
I didn't cuss at you.
You did. You just told the people that you did.
But I it wasn't a derogatory cuss.
We were having a conversation.
We were having a
you just saying no.
And you came in here and asked to watch a show you know that I don't like, and I said, fuck no.
How do I know you don't like?
But I said it exactly like that.
We've never discussed. No, you didn't. We've never discussed whether you like On My Block or not, ever. So I don't even know where you got this idea that I knew you didn't like it, because we've never discussed that. So, newsflash to me, note taken. Didn't know you didn't like the show. Second thing, how many entertainment spaces do we have in the house?
One.
Okay. So if you don't like me doing hair upstairs, and
you weren't doing hair. You were done.
You don't like me doing hair upstairs, and one of the other things I needed to finish was this wig for homecoming.
You said you had to do schoolwork.
I had to do schoolwork too.
And you said you had to do Imani's hair. Yeah. You never said anything about doing the wig. You never said that in any time we had a conversation yesterday. Never did you say that. You said I have to do Imani's hair and I have to do schoolwork.
Never
now,
said
we don't
Imani's
have to
hair.
do schoolwork in this room.
I said.
No, you said when I said, can we go out tonight? You said I have to do Imani's hair and I have schoolwork to do.
I didn't say I had to do Imani's hair. I said if I get done the other things, I also would like to start Imani's hair. If I get done these other things. If I get done these other things.
Schoolwork.
Which you don't like when I do schoolwork upstairs, you always say, why are you doing schoolwork upstairs? You always fall asleep.
Schoolwork and Imani's hair.
Next time I'll send you a detailed list. Because that's the only way you're going to remember what I say.
Did you say anything about having to do a wig?
I don't recall if I did or not, but I had plans. I had plans on being in this living room doing everything that I needed to do because you said you were having a self-care day. And
did I say where I was having? Did I say where I was having a self-care day? No, I didn't.
You said you were going to stay in the bed all day. You never said Jerv was coming over here. You never said anybody else was coming. So when the second person arrived, I was clearly
here. You left.
Did you?
Were gone for hours.
You FaceTimed me while I was gone, and we had a whole conversation, and you still ain't say nothing.
But because you were gone for hours, why do I need to say anything? I wasn't going anywhere.
When you FaceTimed me, I said, I'm about to come back up Easton Road.
You didn't. You said, I'm on my way back to the hair store.
I was already at the hair store.
You were already back at the hair store.
I said, as soon as I leave here, I'm coming home. And you still never said there was anybody else in the house.
Okay.
So why would I think that I was coming home to you entertaining company? Wouldn't have thought it because I wasn't told.
But what did that have to do with watching all my? What does idiot that have to do with watching all my block?
Okay, here's the thing: communication.
Could you have done your homework? Wait, could you have done your homework in the kitchen and watch TV in the kitchen? Could you watch On My Block in the kitchen?
Communication is our biggest problem.
Could you have watched On My Block in the kitchen?
Communication is our biggest problem. And if you would have communicated with me that you were having people over because you changed your mind on your self-care day, and I communicated with you that I had plans on doing things in this living room, if it was, okay.
You didn't. You never said I'm going to be in the living room.
Neither did you. That's what is the whole point of what I'm saying, but you don't let me finish.
I understand that you're saying that neither one of us said we were going to be in the living room. Never said that. I don't see why we need to say it because this is not an exclusive room for you to do the things that you said you wanted to do.
Not an exclusive room for you either.
If we have company over.
I didn't know company was here.
Babe, but you saw the company.
Was I warned before I got here?
We didn't have the conversation before you got here.
Because you didn't tell me.
Okay. Finish what you're going to say and let me talk.
You weren't letting me talk.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Finish what you want to say.
The whole point is if you would have told me Jerv was here, I would have never had it in my mind that I was coming back to the same space that I was already in to continue out my day. Because I didn't know that that's what was going on. When I walked in, I was under the assumption that I was going to go right back to being in the living room doing the things I needed to get done. Jerv was here, cool, no problem. Y'all watching Seinfeld? I don't like Seinfeld, but you control the television 98% of the time. So I said, can we watch something else? We've watched Seinfeld 1,000,000 times. Can we watch something else? What do you want to watch? On My Block? F no. You could have just said no. And when I said to you, why you had to say it like that? Still no apology, but you want me to apologize for everything.
I apologize for saying
no, because it's not real now.
But this is what I'm talking about. When you do this to me, you'll say I want you.
You saying you're sorry now because people are watching.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Said it yesterday.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. That right now you don't feel my apology is sincere. Okay, so if the shoe was on the other foot, you would then be saying that I want you to grovel.
No, I don't want you to grovel.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want you to grovel.
I didn't ask a question. I was making a statement. I made a statement. I didn't ask a question. I made a statement. So if I feel like when you just throw me an apology that it's not sincere, then I say, yo, that's not a sincere apology. That's my opinion. It's not a sincere apology. Just like right now, you don't feel like my apology is sincere. I'm giving you an apology. You don't think it's sincere. That's your opinion. You're entitled to have that opinion. I'm not saying you're right and wrong in what you're saying. I'm just saying that this is the same thing that goes on when you give me an apology in the moment and I don't feel like it's sincere. I'm not saying I want you to grovel. I'm just saying it's not a real apology. This is what I said 20 minutes ago when we said that.
Don, if this was a conversation that we were having in the moment, like yesterday when it happened, and after you said F your show, you would, if it was a sincere apology, or if you thought you were said something wrong, you would have apologized then. You would have apologized last night. But
we didn't have
this
conversation.
We had an entire conversation, and I was upstairs.
Julia, we never had a conversation that you were upset that I said F no. We never had that conversation.
Please call Howard or Jerv and ask them what you told them, because I could hear you from upstairs.
What did I tell
guess she mad because I said fuck her show. You said it last night to them.
I didn't.
Please call somebody.
I never said that to anybody.
Yes, you did. I was in the bathroom. I heard you say it when Howard walked in the house. You did.
Spence said, I think we need a commercial break.
We don't need no commercial break, but we can change the subject.
Thank you. All right. What was...
Your dad ate them all.
Apology.
Oh, I'm sorry, Monty. He didn't eat them all.
I knew it was somewhere near him.
Mm-hmm.
But would it... First of all, take 2 and give me that bag back.
If you're in a relationship... This is a question. If you're in a relationship, who showers first if there's one bathroom?
Dad. The answer is Dad.
Yes.
Dad wakes up.
Yes, this is a question because I posted that question when we had our disagreement in Virginia.
In Virginia? We had a disagreement in Virginia about the shower?
Yes. Because I got in the shower and you said I ran in the shower before you because I saw you preparing yourself to get in the shower and I didn't even know you were planning to get in the shower at that moment.
Okay.
So that's where the question came from, because I really had to sit and think about it. Like, do people like, regular folks, regular middle class people like us that have one bathroom, one shower, we have a bathroom and a half, but that only have one shower. Do other people have this issue where you got to determine who showers first? Now, during the week, Don does shower before everybody else. Cool, no problem. He leaves the house before everybody else. But how did it work on weekends? Like, on the weekend, it's my opinion. This is all my opinion. Mm-hmm. That Don thinks he's supposed to shower first, no matter what. Like, we were in Virginia. I walked into the bathroom. The sink and stuff was on the outside of the bathroom. He didn't say to me, I'm about to get in the shower. When I walked in the bathroom, he didn't say, yo, I'm about to get in the shower. Nothing. He waited until I got out the shower to say I was getting in the shower. I didn't know. Communication. I didn't know. So it made me wonder if other people have these thoughts or feelings or rules or whatever.
Okay, so if you have an issue with communication, did you communicate you was getting in the shower?
No, but neither did you.
No, I didn't. But I'm not the one complaining about communication. I'm not the one sitting here saying we have a problem with communication. You're the one that says you're having a problem. We have a problem with communication. But yet, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the what?
We're both part of this problem.
I know, but
you like to blame people, so I'll take this.
I don't have a problem with the communication. You're always the one saying that we have a problem with communicating. I think we communicate fine. When we need to communicate, we communicate. I don't think there was a need to communicate who was getting in the shower first. We both had to go to the same place at the same time. Mm-hmm. I just was up out the bed. I was gathering my stuff because, like you said, the sink was on one spot, the shower was on the other. I like to brush my teeth before I shower because if I get toothpaste in my beard, I like to shower it out when I shampoo my beard. Mm-hmm. So there's a method to everything that I have. And I do things in order. That's all I was saying. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's simple.
No, Keith, it's not a serious issue, but it just, because that happened last week and Don's reaction to it is much different than what he is displaying right now at this moment in time.
What was the different reaction?
So that is why I posted it, because we ended up having a disagreement about it when it happened. So it just made me wonder what other people, what's the other people's situation? Do y'all have rules on who showers first? Some people said on the post, whoever takes the longest. I typically take longer than Don, but I don't shower first. Then he'll shower first, get dressed, and then complain I'm taking too long. Boggles my mind. Doesn't make any sense. But, here we are.
That's true.
Because he has to shower first.
I shower first because I also schedule my shower. Like, I'll have it in my mind what time I'm getting in the shower. And then I know what time you're going to get in the shower. So I'll shower first in the morning.
Yes, for work purposes.
One.
But I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about other things. I know during the week you shower before everybody. You shower before the whole house.
Yes. And you usually typically need to lay your stuff out and look for something and do makeup in the bathroom. So I just need to go in the bathroom and shower. You need to blow dry your hair. You need to
you blow dry more than I do.
Babe, where do I blow dry? Where do I blow dry?
But I don't do that in the bathroom when I'm taking a shower.
Where do I blow dry?
In our bedroom, but I don't. If we were counting blow dries, you blow dry more than me.
I do.
So
now,
why are we even talking about blow drying?
I just use it as an example. Why are you nitpicking everything I say? What difference does it make if I blow dry more than you do? I'm just saying you typically need more bathroom time. All I need to do is pee real quick, brush my teeth, and shower. You go in there, you sit on the toilet, you'll run through everything on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook before you get in the shower. So in that time, you could be sitting in the bed doing that. I could be showering. That's my only point. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. It's not that deep. And I don't think the argument last week was an argument. It was just, you see me about.
I'm not saying argument like we was going to go to blows or anything like that. I'm just saying it was a disagreement.
You just said when I said that I was putting on for the audience. It's on tape.
I still believe that you were not displaying the same. You were not displaying the same amount of whatever you want to call it.
You're right, babe.
Bravado.
There was no bravado. We had a jovial conversation. We were both. It was a jovial conversation, just like when I said FNAR last night. It was a jovial situation. We were joking, and I didn't know that you were serious, but I figured it out once I went upstairs, and then from what was going on with you today, I understood more, and that's why when we had the conversation we were setting up, and I said, because of where it falls in the calendar. Don't matter who goes first to me, but if I see wet butt cheeks, it's a razzle dazzle time. Keith, I knew you a true noob.
Hard stop on this conversation.
Has Cindy has she chimed in before?
No.
This is welcome to the channel. Good to see you.
Hey, Cindy. Oh God. Yeah, because he's just. But according to him, my attitude and disposition is different because, the monthly alien of me is about to display herself. So that is the reason why I'm having difficulty communicating with you right now.
I didn't say that. Not what I said.
So what did you say?
I can just tell.
You can tell what?
I can tell.
You don't have to talk in code. You can tell what?
No, I'm talking to protect my.
Who are you protecting?
Self.
You protecting yourself from?
Yeah, you have to choose your words.
Who are you protecting yourself from? The other females on here?
No.
You protecting yourself from me?
Yes. Yeah. No, it's not even worth talking about. You know what it is. I'm sure people over here know what it is too. It ain't hard to tell.
It ain't hard to tell.
It ain't. You ever heard that song? It ain't hard to tell. It ain't. Where we at in the time? Oh my goodness, we are out of time. It is 9:28. Oh no, we still got some time.
Because we started late.
We had to reboot. All right, what's another topic?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Where's that at?
You skipped right on over that one.
I did? I didn't
see it. It was like you didn't even want to discuss that.
Is love truly unconditional, or does it only come with conditions? Love is conditional. Love is conditional. Because if it's just the conditions that you as an individual put on it, because there is something that a person can do to make you fall out of love with them. It's just, what is that something that you could do? Like, I'm sure there's something I could do, and you would be like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. And
That
I'm
hasn't
sure
come up yet.
it hasn't. It hasn't.
In the 22 years that I have known you, even at moments when I hated your guts, I still loved you. So I don't think that, I think that it can be unconditional. It doesn't mean it's always bubbly and lovey-dovey. It don't mean that it wasn't sometimes that I didn't want to throat punch you, because there have been plenty of those times. There have been some things that you have done that I would have previously said, I don't know, I would never accept that. Like, I would walk away. I would never talk to that person again. And if someone else did those things, I probably would never talk to them again. But for some reason, I can't shake you. So to me, that's unconditional.
No, it's not, because I haven't violated those things of point of no return.
No, for many people you have.
We're not talking about many people. We're talking about for you. I have not. There's something out here that I could possibly do that you would be like, all right, yeah, that's the point of no return.
Thinking of the things that I'm thinking of in my mind that would be the point of no return in a typical situation, no, dog, you still here.
So are you.
That's why I said I don't believe that this is with conditions.
Yes, we haven't touched the things that are the conditions. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about what other people say. I'm talking about the things that you have done. Like, I believe if you lived an innocent life, right, and you didn't do anything to me, right, and I only did the things that I did to you, I think that condition would have been reached. But I think I had the things that I've done to you and the things that you've done to me, we've had a little rope to hang ourselves because of the things that we know we did. So I can't hold your feet to the fire. If I can't hold your feet to the fire for some things that I've made the same mistakes.
But there are plenty of people that do that.
I understand that. But you and I recognize our own faults and shortcomings, that we don't do that. But if you went out here and slapped my mom in the mouth, I think that'll possibly be something that I'll be like, yo, no, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for her. But exactly, you're not that type of person, so I don't have to worry about that. That was extreme circumstance.
Oh God.
But yeah, that's it.
I'm just thinking of all the crazy things that I have done and all of the nonsense that I actually have done to you. That's why I'm like, I don't think that there is anything.
Our threshold is higher than the normal people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, normal people probably would have been gone. But our threshold is higher.
Because I know plenty of people who have cheated, right? But that when that other person cheats on them, they're like, no, that's where I draw the line. Like, what? How are you drawing the line on something that you did?
And I call them people out all the time. If it's one of my friends, that I know be out here, and then find out they significant other, whether it be man or woman, is doing something, and they be crying, oh, the victim. I'm like, dog, how are you doing that when last weekend you was doing what you was doing? But they don't know that. But you know it. How your character and your moral fiber are you going to judge that person for what they did, and you,
right?
You know what I mean? So that's that.
I think for me, my threshold.
But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than unconditional love in that. Because you could love someone unconditionally in your 20s and 30s, but then, 50s and 60s, you like, I don't really feel the same.
I guess we're going to see what happens in the next 10 years. 50.
But because you can't even say that about your kids. Like, I was going to say, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you love them unconditionally.
I love them unconditionally right now. I love my kids unconditionally. But let one of my kids come out and be like, yo, I'm a Trump supporter. Ha!
I would still love them.
No, dog, they got to roll.
I would still love them.
I'm playing. That was a joke. Now, I got to say that was a joke because you can later tomorrow and be like, oh, you were serious when you said it.
I would still love them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would really have to. I don't know. There is. Yes. You can love somebody unconditionally and not be in a relationship. Absolutely. Because I loved Don to death when we were separated. Hated him at the same time.
So you still love some of your exes?
No.
But you loved them unconditionally when you was with them?
No. Mm-mm. I've only loved you unconditionally. I don't think. No, I'm not even joking.
I'm
thinking of yourself.
Yes, I'm thinking about me.
I don't think there's anybody else that I've ever. Because I think, and this is probably crazy and toxic, but I think when you love somebody, you have crazy moments, right? Like you may, and not everybody. For me, I have crazy moments, like wanting to drag somebody out your house, possibly hitting a chick with a car.
How about we just seen it?
Maybe I wasn't gonna say that. Maybe parking my car around the corner and hiding somewhere to see what's going. Like, so those I only have done those things because I loved you probably too much, maybe. Because I've never had that with anybody else. Like, you cheat, all right, cool, peace out.
I think she's saying the same thing I'm saying.
What?
Unconditional can mean peace. When your peace is disturbed, your mindset can change.
My peace has been disturbed. I'm still in love.
Your peace has been
disturbed. Couple D's on the end.
But at the time your peace was disturbed, were you disturbing the peace?
Not all the times. My peace was recently disturbed, and I'm still here.
Your peace was recently disturbed.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna get into that. We can talk about that later.
You can't make a statement like that for the people.
My peace was recently disturbed.
We need to know what your peace
because of a situation that you put us in, and something that we had to deal with recently that disturbed my peace.
And I put us in this situation? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't, baby. It's okay. We can talk about it.
Can you write it down so I know what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to write it down.
We can go on, though, because I'm not going to tell the people, because them will be incriminating evidences.
So, Key said cut.
Yeah.
Unconditional. Oh, that's the last one. That's it. Yeah, I just don't think that unconditional love is unconditional love is
That disturbed my peace.
That's not
it disturbed my peace.
Okay, but people, it was not a situation that it was a minor.
It was a minor situation. But it disturbed my peace.
Yeah, but no, the way you said it was like.
No, I'm saying it disturbed my peace. I think we have a peaceful life, and that disrupted my peace.
I thought you were saying by me taking you out on Friday disturbed your peace because it was people from my past.
First of all,
so that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, oh, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
No, you disturbed my peace when you was blowing air kisses to people.
To my Aunt Princess and my Aunt Ann?
Y'all, Don was blowing air kisses, right?
Because I didn't have my mask on.
Wait. No. Wait. So possibly way back in time, I might have drove to.
Oh my! Wait, time out. Yo, first of all, we are at the time.
Yeah,
we're not going to sit here and tell this story from way back.
It was only a couple minutes.
In 2000.
Okay. Once upon a time, I almost dragged a girl out of the house, and this particular person that I almost dragged out the house was somewhere we were on Friday, and I turned around and Don is blowing air kisses, and I can't see who it is, but I don't think anything of it. I just say to him later, like, you was blowing air kisses, and he was like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't blowing air kisses. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound crazy. So I'm like,
Because of who you was inferring that I was
I
blowing.
said, I don't even know. He was like, that person wasn't even here anymore. I said, yes, she was. She had come back. But I mean, if you was blowing kisses, okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't upset about it at all. I just said to him, you was blowing kisses. Like, maybe you should have waited until I wasn't right there. He completely forgets that he was doing it. Like, argued me down that he was actively not blowing air kisses.
To women.
Took him 24 hours to realize that he did, in fact, blow some air kisses. And that I was not, in fact, crazy. You can now go on and explain who you was blowing air kisses to. Yeah, whatever. You can go on and discuss who you was blowing air kisses to once you figured it out.
My aunts,
ain't going down, child.
My aunts were at this place that we were at, and I haven't seen them in a long time. But I also know that I was outside, and I had come inside for a quick second into the house, and they were leaving, and I didn't have my mask on, so I didn't want to get too close to them. So I blew an air kiss to one and an air kiss to the other, and I said, "All right, get home safe. Talk to you guys later."
But from where I was, I couldn't see I couldn't see the people. I couldn't see who he was talking to, if there was someone there, if there wasn't anybody there. He just kept doing it, but I didn't hear any other words. So I'm like, why is he standing there just randomly blowing air kisses to people? Like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
He tried to make me think I was crazy all Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Because at the time you were at the time it was like you were inferring that I was.
No, that was your guilt.
Can I finish?
Okay.
At the time, it was like you were inferring I was doing it to the young lady. When I did it, it was so innocent and it was so, quick that I wasn't even thinking about that. But yes, when they were at the front door, they were talking to the owner of the house. They were leaving out. Down the hall. I didn't even leave the room I was in. But that's kind of weird because why would I be?
Can you read that part?
If I hear properly, she didn't accuse you of anyone in particular.
Mm-mm. No.
So
I didn't.
You came up to me and you said, so who was you blowing air kisses at? It's the way that you asked the question. So when you asked it with this, knowing my mom, my aunt, and two of my aunts were there, when you said it like this, who was I blowing air kisses to? I immediately got defensive because I was like, oh no, I made sure I didn't have any type of side conversation with the other person. When I spoke to them, I made sure I was in eyesight. You were standing right there, and then I went outside with the fellas, and that was it.
So I just want to recap so that I can live this through your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom, your aunts, mm-hmm. 2 aunts, and several other older women were in this house, and I came up to you and was like, "So, who? You know I ain't do that."
You did.
Okay.
That's in fact what you did.
Okay. He was accountable 24 hours later when he realized that I was, in fact, not crazy.
And what did I do?
You FaceTimed me.
And did what?
And said, my bad, I was recounting. And I was trying to figure out why you were recounting in your head by yourself.
I wasn't. I'm talking to Jerv.
But you never said to me I was talking to Jerv.
I did. I said that. I said me and Jerv.
No.
Ask Jerv.
No, Jerv wasn't here. I didn't even know Jerv was here. So why would I think that you were having a conversation with Jerv when I didn't know Jerv was here until I got here? You said, I was running back through my mind what happened. That's exactly what you said. You said, I was running back through my mind the events of last night. And you know what? You are right. I was blowing air kisses. But to Aunt Princess and Aunt Ann, never said Jerv was here. Never said I was talking to Jerv.
When we get off this show, Jerv, if you're watching, I'm calling
you. Jerv's not watching, but please call.
When we get off,
call Howard too.
I'm calling y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Howard wasn't here for that part.
Howard was here for the part that you said she mad that I said fuck her show. Mm-hmm.
Tonight after this one, y'all need to pray together because
you are taking this way more seriously than it is. Okay?
Yeah,
it's not that serious.
couple days would be good.
Not even a couple days and 5 minutes. We fine now. Well, I'm fine. I don't know. I'm fine.
Pray for me, y'all. Send me some help. Let me see.
Midol?
No, that's not what I said. Exactly. It's like when someone calls you honey, they don't even realize they're doing it until you call it out. Exactly. I didn't when it happened and she called me on it in the moment, I did not compute. Like I was just like, oh no, I'm sure that I have not had any inappropriate conversation or made any inappropriate gestures with anybody in here.
But I
But
wasn't.
the next day, when I was sitting here talking to Jerv, it dawned on me, oh yeah, I'm Princess and Ann was there and they was leaving. And
But I didn't, because if you remember when we were at the church and you said, do you know who I hugged? And I said, no.
yeah, but then I
didn't
told you.
think, and you told me, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, I told you.
You want to go hug her again? Like, I don't care.
I volunteered the information.
You did, but I don't care. So I
understand.
I don't want anybody to think that I was mad that you were blowing air kisses. I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, this man is really standing here. I don't know who he's blowing air kisses at, but why is he just standing here blowing air kisses in the middle of the hallway?
Mm-hmm. So if you could see that I was in the middle of the hallway, you couldn't see who was at the end of the hallway?
I couldn't see the door because I was coming out of, what's that room called over there?
But if it was not,
so I could only see you. I couldn't see down the hall.
Okay, so if it was innocent, right? Why would you ask me what I was doing?
Oh, I ask questions. I ask a lot of questions all the time.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I ask that question?
You didn't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I understand what I'm saying. Like I would never, unless I had an issue with something you did, I would never ask you why you did something unless I had an issue with it.
So I should only ask you questions I have issues with?
Whether you're in support of what I did and you just want to know why, what was my reasoning about it, or if it was a behavior that you felt like you wanted to correct and you wanted to know why I did it before you corrected it. Those are the two reasons that you would ask somebody why they did something.
So,
like, I would never just ask you why you're like why your hand is on your face right now. I wouldn't just ask you why your hand is on your face. I want to know. You only ask questions when you want to know what the answer is.
I wanted to know why you were standing there blowing air kisses.
Yes. So in my mind, she wants to know because she assumes that I was blowing air kisses to someone that would, because my mom was there.
That's in your mind, though.
And that's what I'm saying. This is why I called you and apologized, because it was in my mind and I forgot. And when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? She was right. I didn't let it go. I could have just let it go and not said anything. But because I apologize when I'm wrong, I called you and volunteered the information. And this is prior to this.
You apologized in that instance when you were wrong. Yes, you did. You apologized in
but
that
instance. But this hadn't even come up. So if that's not a habit that I already displayed.
Yes, Cindy, he does.
What?
You think your wife is a jealous, crazy person. Yes. I used to be. Now I don't care. He could have kissed her in the mouth. It wouldn't have bothered me. Wouldn't have thought nothing of it.
Okay, you were on a roll until you got to that part.
I mean, I don't.
That is false. But
guess we won't know till it happens. Maybe we'll find out if that's we'll find out if that's my unconditional deal breaker.
Mom.
Exactly. What's
the bug deal?
What's the bug?
I don't know what about a bug.
What's the big deal?
Quanda, you're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding completely, because if I've seen Aunt Princess and Aunt Ann, I wouldn't have been asking the question. That doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't have been asking.
No.
If I saw them, I wouldn't have been asking.
This is what everybody is saying. Why would you ask?
It's not everybody was saying, because nobody else asked why did you ask? Only you're asking why did you ask?
No,
so
they're saying that's what they're saying.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
All right. It's me.
If you cared about air kisses, you care about real kisses.
So I just won't ask any more questions.
Nobody's telling you not to ask any more questions. But accountability is when
I asked
it was
because
lost.
No, it's not that it was lost.
It was lost.
No, it's not. From my perspective.
From your perspective.
You were standing there blowing kisses, and it was weird.
And it was
weird to me.
It was possibly that you were thinking that I was sneaking to blow somebody inappropriate air kisses. So I said, "Yo, no, I wasn't." Like, no,
I never thought that.
I said, and then I even said, maybe I brushed something out my beard because that wasn't the situation.
I never thought that.
Mm-hmm.
You're manipulating what I said.
I'm manipulating.
You're trying to make it sound like I was being insanely jealous over what happened. I could not see, from my perspective,
do you guys
who
feel like
you were blowing air. I'm not done talking.
Okay.
I could not see who, if anybody, was standing there if you were blowing air kisses to a person, or I don't know what you were doing. You were standing there blowing kisses. I didn't know if you were drunk, if you were playing, I didn't know what you were doing. So I asked you, but clearly I'm not allowed to ask you questions of things that seem weird to me. I'm only allowed to ask you a question if I want to correct your behavior, or I'm gonna watch the playback to see what the other reason was.
But you thought it
two things.
You thought
it's
it
either
was
I
weird.
need to correct your behavior or something else you said. So I'm gonna take notes on
it was the
said.
behavior. You thought I was displaying a weird behavior.
Yeah, I thought you. I was like, is he drunk? Like, what
okay,
is happening?
but if Aunt Ann was standing here right now and you saw Aunt Ann and I was like, she was leaving, and I said, all right, I can't get up right now. Talk to you later. Would you think that was weird?
No.
Okay, so the actual thing was not weird because you didn't see who was at the end of it. You thought it was weird. That's what we are saying. You didn't know who was at the other end of it, so you thought it was weird. I'm like, oh, she thinks it's weird because she didn't know who it was. We just worked it out. Bro should have simply answered.
Yeah, when I asked.
I did. It did answer.
You said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Babe, because I really didn't know it. It's not like I was hiding it. I really didn't know. But after further discussion, and because I didn't think.
But 30 seconds after it happened, you didn't know that you did it? Or what? Like, that don't sound strange?
No. I was drinking.
I just said that.
What?
That you were drinking and I didn't know if you were drunk or not.
Yes, I was drinking, so I don't remember. In that moment, like I said, the only thing that I was thinking about was you assuming that I was doing it to someone I shouldn't have been doing. So I was on the defensive. That's why I called you and apologized yesterday. Mm-hmm. I called you and said, you know what? I did blow kisses. Now it's coming back to me. I do remember when Aunt Ann and Aunt Princess was leaving, I blew them kisses. Mm-hmm. You were right in saying that you saw me blow kisses. I apologize. I said that to you yesterday. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a point of me trying to hide anything. It was a point of I didn't know what you were talking about. I had forgot what the situation was. Do you understand that?
I understand perfectly.
Oh, okay. So if you understand that.
Now that you've explained, when you explained it yesterday, mm-hmm. I was done with it. Because when you first said, I don't know what you're talking about, I was like, all right, left it alone. I didn't try to argue with you, didn't try to fight, nothing. I was like, okay, you don't
But today, when you were explaining it, you were still explaining it incorrectly.
No, I didn't explain it incorrectly. I didn't explain it incorrectly. I explained it from my perception of mm-hmm. what happened when it happened. That's not incorrect. That's my perception of what happened when it was happening. I, in fact, was standing in a position where I could not see anybody down the hall. I could only see you and everybody else in the kitchen. You were blowing kisses. Mm-hmm. I asked you.
So you
saw blowing kisses at?
Exactly. That's what
are you blowing kisses for, or whatever? And you said, "Yeah, I do. I don't need." 30 seconds afterwards, you said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Oh, okay." We left it alone. We completely left it alone. If I was making a big deal of it or wanted to argue about it, we would have argued about it that night.
Never
right
said
there,
you were making a big
deal.
deal.
I am a person that gets it out right when it happens.
I never said it was.
It's weird to catch you in the hallway blowing air kisses. She made it clear that she couldn't see who you were blowing them to. Sure did.
Exactly. So you had. That's what. She's proving my point. You couldn't see who I was blowing air kisses to, so you asked me who I was blowing air kisses to. Mm-hmm. I didn't at the time. I did not remember blowing air kisses to anybody. So I called you the next day and said, you know what? You're right. If you didn't have an issue with me blowing air kisses, you wouldn't have asked. You did because you didn't know who I was blowing air kisses to. Hence this statement right here. Who were you blowing air kisses to in the hallway? Dude, I wasn't blowing air kisses to Teresa in the hallway.
Nobody said nobody's name.
I know, but I told you.
So okay.
I said this the whole time. I said
you were guilty and defensive.
I got on the defensive because I knew that I hadn't done anything inappropriate. I said this already. So when you said that, and I knew you didn't know who I was blowing air kisses to, I said, yo, I wasn't blowing air kisses to nobody.
Okay. We can just
because I knew that I was only thinking about that situation. I wasn't thinking about my aunts.
So that child was in your mind, and she was clearly not on mine at all the entire evening. I could care less.
But she was, because you did say
she
something.
wasn't on my mind. I never mentioned her name. I never asked you anything about her. She was on your mind.
That's what you're going to say?
No, that's 100% factual. She was on your mind, not mine.
So you didn't say she hasn't tried to reach out to you?
I asked you a question in the car, but she wasn't on my mind.
All right, y'all.
She wasn't on my mind.
It's been an hour.
She clearly was on yours.
Appreciate y'all.
Sweating about it and everything.
I'm sweating because the lights is right here.
Okay.
Woo. So we're gonna have to make some scheduling changes. I see what we have to do. Give me a kiss.
We're not making a schedule change because my period is coming on in 2 days. We're not making a schedule change.
Can you give me a kiss, please?
Sure. Sure will.
See you guys.
Bye.
What we got next week?
Air kisses. Yes, Keith.
What we got next week?
I don't know. I don't know what time the Eagles play next week, but
Eagles play on Thursday.
Okay, so we see y'all next Sunday.
All right, see y'all then.